there's a question that why we are focusing more on, theoretical education rather than on practical education. And do you think that our current education system is able to meet the requirement of 21st century?
The first aspect of your question is very important, and I think I have also talked much about that our education system is in fact only making people literate. I mean, literacy is of course important, but if that literacy is not carrying with it some kind of training of the individuals that can virtually bring about some kind of transformation in the behavior of the students, then of course that kind of literacy would not prove to be beneficial for the society. So this is a very important thing. I mean, I teach my students that theft is a bad thing, but at the same time, our system is educating them that the thieves are the great people and you salute them. So this kind of discrepancy is there. I mean, my education is not bringing about some kind of change in the transformation in the behavioral patterns. So they become literate, but they do not become an educated people because that education has not transformed their overall personality. So that's a big issue, honestly. I consider that everywhere this kind of thing is there, and especially Pakistan is, I call it as an anathema for our education system, where we are more concerned with importing education and the literacy. Our education system has to be looked deeper, further deeper into that to be able to make us understand where lies the flaws. When I would be able to bring about those kind of changes in the behavior of the students, those who have studied something. So our education has to have some kind of, practical and the training side. This training side is somehow missing. We have to give importance to this training side and training, the social work. Now, training is what? Some kind of social work should be made essential for our students, that they should go and participate in some kind of civil level activities by sharing whatever the capabilities they have to the community. There they would be understand that whatever they have studied, that is something of use in the society. There should be some kind of, groups available, and that groups have to support our students, bring them into their ambit and put them into some kind of practical work. This could be done at under metric level. Not essentially that those who are somehow educated. I can give you example, a very good example, when first time, more than a decade back, 2008, when first time I landed in UK. So at airport, I had, a lot of bags with me. A very small young girl, she came to me and she asked, so is there any help that you need? I told her that I have to move to Guildford, which was in fact somehow 1 hour distance away from Heathrow Airport. And I want to go over there, and I showed her the map, and this is the place where I would like to go. And she helped me for the next half an hour. She took me to that place from where I can take my bus and can reach to the destination. And finally, I asked her that, what is the reason? What made you, in fact, help me in such an extraordinary way? She was saying that I'm a school student and I'm there out for some kind of social work. And my question to her was that this is something very interesting that you have done it today, and I'm grateful to you. But you have spent a lot of money by coming from your home to this place. You could have done it imaginatively by sitting in your own house. And she said something very surprising to me. So how could I do anything that I haven't done? You see, this kind of change is required. Our education is not only that they should know about something good or something bad, they should be able to practice those kind of things. They should be, the education should be able to cap those negative areas that are there in every mind, because every society has negativities and positivities. So the education system somehow has failed virtually. We have to improve it. We have to make more, humane. We have to make education more humane and more relevant to our society. The next and second part is very important, that our education system, is our education system ready to, take off in the 21st century or accept the challenges of 21st century? I would say that at primary level and secondary and what you call is an inter-level, I don't think that we are ready for that. Yes, of course, somehow up to the higher education level. But this is, of course, the meager level, some kind of change that we have brought. And for that, of course, we have invested a huge sum of money. We have sent our people abroad. They live long there, have their PhDs from there. And once they're back, then, of course, they have come up with some something which is in fact making them to accept the challenges of the future. But at lower level, at primary school level or secondary school level, we, I don't think, are able to yet enter to accept the 21st century challenges. We have to work a lot. And of course, for that, not only the government of Pakistan, but the international organization have to come to help Pakistan.
Exactly. Exactly, sir. So there's a one last question. Do you think that illiteracy is the main problem of Pakistan? And can this problem be solved in the traditional way?
Yes, illiteracy, I think illiteracy is in fact cause of, you see, unemployment. Yes, of course, illiteracy is cause of extremism and, you see, bigotry that is there in our minds. Of course, illiteracy is the main cause that is not helping us make the people, those who are in power and committing corruption, making them accountable. Yes, of course, illiteracy is the cause of not having, you see, modernized system in Pakistan. Yes, illiteracy is the main cause of not having proper educational system, and as at the same time democratic value system in Pakistan. Yes, of course, illiteracy is the main cause of poverty and corruption, and, you see, higher level of density in population in Pakistan. I think if I say that illiteracy is one of the major causes of every kind of problem that the 21st century is confronted with. So we have to, of course, deal with it. We have to attack it. We should take illiteracy as the only target if we want to enter as a respectable nation into the next century. We have to directly attack it. We should not just talk about it, and we should not just give larger initiatives for that. Rather, we have to come up with some kind of practical solutions for that. And for that, of course, all the wise brains and all the wise people sit together. And not only Pakistan, but the international world organization should also come to help Pakistan, because Pakistan is, you see, deeply engraved with this problem. And once you are, you see, deeply engraved, you need some big push and big pull to be able to bring you out of that situation.
So thank you very much, sir. And with this, I would like to thank on behalf of Lincoln Corner Pakistan to our audience who attended today's webinar, and to you, sir, for your time and for your talk.